Must be a Quintok. Definitely a scavenger. Yeah! Here's the bridge Jira mentioned. Now to see if I can find his tracks.
way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
No. Stalkers in the open. Watchers on the other side. Killing machine that disappears into thin air. Just what the world needs. Never know when I might need these. Snow haze. White as foam. That thought got dark. Do they think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct, gathering them to her grave.
With the modifications I made to my spear, I can override Guntox. Guessing that I'm almost there.
Correct.
Hardy little plant. You'll help. Gaia's sacrifice. It did this. cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg?
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with a climbing path either.
Don't look down. Don't look down. This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. For years, I tried to get through this hatch, but we both know that you won't have any trouble.
You make it sound like I should have...
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force. A key in human form.
Looks like you've spent a lot...
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay... Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but...
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less...
But... do you think it...
You know what the Cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create them by the same principle. It should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia, but that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left by...
I thought you might actually be here this time.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You were the one born to do this, not...
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
Mind your footing.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
This should be the last power cell I need to get to that ancient armor I found. Guess that's my way across. That's my way across. It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well...
Don't answer. Glad that's over. This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders and lottery winners and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold. Flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific. None of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp. One last gasp before the long-held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself.
Evacuation happens so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Paik I'd be with him when he went under. But Paradiseidy zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's locks are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha, if things had gone differently, I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
What is this?
I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing. It should be Liz's decision. So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobeck. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Aloy?
She's gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements...
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You sh...
Saying that shows you misunderstand her complete. To her, everyone had value. Everything was worth saving. Even after everything you've learned, you still don't get it. The simplest thing about her, and the most
No. She had a superior mind and a superior will.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopeless... If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your...
She said she wanted to go home.
What?
Nothing.
Into their heads, Les. A whole lot of history. A whole lot of so-called truth. A whole lot of noise. It's not pablum, Les. It's poison.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored. You found the control room.
I'm on my way.
at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make it better, Liz. With a single stroke. Make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the Alphas were in there.
Unlocked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance?
Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. What I'm trying to say is I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
Sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice. It's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard. Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Detecting atmosphere.
This is why. For an innocent future, blameless men, everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated. Like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world we're living in. It's
a monument to
not oblivion, silence. The Master Override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it. Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override doesn't override gravity.
Keep holding, keep holding.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, but before I go, I think I owe it to you to...
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the Eclipse. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered.
And in exchange?
I helped create the Eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire, not Meridian. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversions. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that...
So the Eclipse... The robots they've resurrected... They're just a means to an end.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse...
It's a long story.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching. I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan.
So you thought it was a titan? An old...
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was... It couldn't speak when I found it. And so began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world. But the Spire was always its foremost.
What did it want to know about
its precise location, the surrounding geography? Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long...
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning.
And the Shadow Carja?
The Carja Civil War was a happy coincidence.
An opportunity? That's what...
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Mar. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the eclipse was born.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' a thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never... I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity.
What made you turn on Hades?
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot. With my technology.
A little late?
Indeed. I'd already outlived my useful... When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive... The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order.
So when did I come into this? Our path...
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That a kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus, and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora Mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success.
You've done terrible things, Silence. But you've also done what you could to undo. I can't say you've balanced the scale, but...
To be clear, Aloy, I would do it all again. A few more safeguards, perhaps.
Really?
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is take my lance. Fit the Master Override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing. I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it? Entity is not known. I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name?
Hades.
You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine?
Divine timeline.
Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Carja Sanctum's reign.
Divine Carja.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long other? You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me.
Titan Flame merely houses intellect. Divine Carja.
Now that's more like it. They're coming.
Preparations are complete.
Ah, Lucent Bahavas. Behold, as I promised you.
What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing.
Stay! Stay your ground, Carja in shadow!
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow? I don't understand.
Did Ahriman understand the Glinthawk that perched upon the Alight?
It speaks scripture.
Ahriman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O Shadow of Prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.
Task is complete.
Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications.
I have to tell Avad that the
Check
Eclipse are ready to
yourself if you
strike.
must.
After what happened with Dervahl,
But
I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire... Stopping. I can stop squinting against the light. Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism, release the clamps. Only 2 more. Just 1 more. There we go. The last one. All powered up. Now to get the dials in position. There must be some kind of code. Let's have a look at that armor inside. All right, now let's see what we can do with this material.